What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, well, don't hit the like button again, because if you hit it twice, it takes the like away. So if you hit it twice on accident, go ahead and hit it 3 times on purpose. Anyways, we're going to get into it right now, looking at the just day-to-day stuff. I do think Bitcoin's moving up today, tomorrow, the next day, for the rest of the week. I think it's moving up. We might not be destined for every day to be a green day, but the majority of them will be green over the coming weeks, I think. I think this daily RSI, looking at it right now, bouncing off the 50, forming these higher lows, looking like it's gearing up to reside in the overbought, above the 60 area, just this whole zone. And the stronger readings of the RSI, I think it's easy to assume that we're about to see some stronger price action take place as well, right? If this is what we saw pre getting into the overbought zone, I wonder what we're going to see after we get into the overbought zone. Something tells me we'll be at new all-time highs within the next 2 weeks. It could be by the end of this week even, but very soon. Breaking above the 618, I want to just be clear with what I know about fibs, right? So if you take any range, it doesn't matter if it's on a daily, a weekly, a 4-hour, whatever range, from high to low. If you're looking for the extensions, there's really 2 steps, two kind of check marks that need to be, or 2 boxes that need to be checked off. I don't know. 2 requirements. Obviously, they're going to be requirements because they're lower prices. But what I'm talking about is you have to break above the 618, okay? Ideally on the first or second attempt, and then break through the 886. So we broke through the 618 after the anchor was drawn here, right? Because this was drawn from the high to the low. So after that, we reached for it here, but we didn't quite get to it. This is our first interaction. I would call this a breakthrough on the first interaction. Yes, we got slowed down a little bit, but ultimately this move didn't stop till up here at the 886. Breaking above the 618 is the first step. Breaking above the 886 is the second step. Breaking above the 618 on the first attempt and back testing it for support. We don't even need to break the 886, you guys. I'm very confident that these prices will be achieved soon. And at the current rate, the current trajectory, line of best fit, I think it's safe to assume that Bitcoin would be near, if not above, 85K by the end of this month. By the end of this month, right? And it could potentially be bigger than that. It could potentially grow more than that. We could see the 1886 or the 2272 come into effect. I love talking about that 2272 because if we take this 2272, we keep that in mind there. We bump this out to the monthly, and we take the cycles high, right? Because this fib is just this past few months, this high to low. But if we take the cycle high, the previous cycle high, to the cycle low, that 1272 right there of this fib, the greater fib, the more macro dominant fib, the 1272 right here lines up very well with this 2272. And if I take this away, okay, because now we know the 2272 is there from this range, what we've done is we've broken above the 618 on the first attempt, right? Broken through it, cleaned through it. We even broke through the 886, and what we just did was we back tested the 886 for support. As I was just saying previously, on the smaller fib scale, there's 2 checklists, or two things that are kind of required before you get the green light for extensions, right? When you break through the 618 on the first attempt, the likelihood, it becomes a likelihood that you see these extensions, not just a possibility. But when you break above the 886, already it was a likelihood. That breaking above the 886 is more like this is a, what's the word I'm looking for? Something that happens in a very short amount of time. This is, I don't know, close. It's nearby. I don't know what words to use. But we've back tested the 886. I do expect that we're making our next move up there now. It could take multiple months. It could take 1 month before we're at the 1272. It is possible. But I think if it's June now, I would assume by the end of summer, you guys, we will be worth more than 6 figures. And when I say by the end of summer, that's technically August, right? I would assume that sometime in late June to mid-July, we'll be at 100K. We're on our way up right now. We definitely are. And it all starts back at what we're doing on this daily basis, right? So looking back, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Looking back at this local high to local low, We've broken above the 618. We back tested it for support. Let's get above the 786. Or the 886, I'm sorry. If we do that, we're at new all-time highs, and then we're just continuing on this glorious path up to 100K and beyond. And that's all I got to say. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you very much for being here. I do think that once we break 70K, if we can get above 70K and stay above 70K for several days, the time frame of which we can expect to see new all-time highs for the cycle for Bitcoin's history, it'd be very near, very, very near term. So I think we're there right now. I'm expecting it to happen any day that we see new all-time highs. And I say any day, it could genuinely be today. I would more think it'd be sometime either later this week or sometime next week, and certainly sometime this month, but we'll see. We'll see when it's all said and done. But I think things are about to get exciting. We're right at the. It feels so calm right now to me for what's about to come. This definitely feels calm, and we've been calm. We've been moving sideways now since the 23rd of May. There, I mean, maybe even before that, but I guess technically for a long time, right? We've been moving sideways for a while with Bitcoin, but it's about to stop. It's about to end. We're about to break out of this zone and go higher. Any day now, any week now, very, very soon. This month it's happening. So that's all I got to say. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.